Oh, you already had to do that.
Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday, everybody. We are late. Surprise! Look who we got back here in the background. It's our new co-host, Mike Hill. Anyways, Miss Yvette, what's going on with you? Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. People didn't think we was coming on because it's kind of late. It's almost, well, it's 9:15. I do apologize, everybody. It's Mike's fault. It's always Mike's fault. Always Mike's fault. But, yeah, we are coming to y'all today to talk about Nottoway Plantation. Nottoway Plantation. What you want to talk about Nottoway Plantation? Mike, I have a couple videos I'm going to share with you guys. Me and Miss CG, we were talking earlier about Nottoway as well. And she showed me one video I was shocked to see. I said, I did not see this video before. Hey, she spins. I wish they would too. I don't know what's going on with YouTube and not notifying everybody that we're live. It's crazy. But they sometimes take your notifications off as well. So that could be it. Scoot over here. Mike, come on in. Mike, come on. Come on in. Join the live. Let's have Mike join the live. Let's have Mike join the live. I need you to go closer. Come closer. Why?
Well, what they see me?
Can y'all see Mike?
All this sexiness.
Can y'all see Mike? It's only 5 people. The 5 people that's on here. Can y'all see Mike?
Yeah, they see me. Ain't that bad?
Alexa, turn off the lights. Okay. Ooh, got it dark now. Yeah, I hope we get a few more people in our live. A few more. Notify. Come on, YouTube, pull through for us. But yeah, I was watching. What's up, Miss CG? What's going on? I was watching the video that Miss CG provided of the Nottoway. And then it was one that I didn't see, and it shocked me when I did see it, because I was like, wow, I never saw that. So I want to share this and get other people's opinions on it as well. There's a couple things. There's a couple things I want to. Lord. So how's everybody doing tonight on this Monday night? I'm going to wait for the videos to upload so you guys, I can share them.
Well, while the videos upload,
Mike, Mike has an announcement to make. First off,
I personally don't want to do paranormal videos anymore because we just got so much going on with paranormal stuff in our house. From my brother's situation to now Drina, which she don't want to talk about it, but I'm gonna bring it up. The only person who know about this is Miss CG because I sent her the picture of Drina. Well, my brother went to the hospital last week and he got out. Well, he ended up getting vapor active and he got out Saturday. But the reason, well, he kept talking about these hallucinations. So when he went to the hospital, because he thought he had a UTI, when he went to the hospital, he told them that he wanted to unalive himself. So they ended up vapor acting. So when he got out Saturday, everything was cool, calm and collected. So when we woke up Sunday morning, Drina had two identical marks on her body, right above her breast area. I don't think she wanted to show it, but on live. But I think she sent it to Dusty, Miss CG, and
Joyful Steffi.
who else you sent it to?
I sent it to Jax and Miss CG and Dusty.
And to me, and I know Miss CG, it looked like a devil's head.
What up, David?
It's just too many things to me is just happening. Today I took my brother to see. I don't even know what the guy is, to be honest with you. And I had took my brother to see him before.
He's a Boricua.
I had taken my brother to see him before, and the first time that I took him there, I knew the guy's legit because he told us some things that only we would know. And at that time, he told me that my brother was cursed. He had a curse put on him. So when I took him today, he told us that the same person that put the curse on him turned around and put voodoo on him. The first time it was done through liquid or food. The second time it was done in a graveyard with the voodoo.
Hey, Michelle.
And while we was there, my brother went to acting up. My brother went to acting up again with these vision things. So he had said, my brother had said that I don't know why I waste his time by bringing him here. And he was talking about to the guy's house. And so the gentleman ended up kind of, I wouldn't say getting upset, but he just didn't like how people challenges him, and then he's real about his gift. So we ended up leaving and didn't really get nothing accomplished. And I got upset with my brother because, you know, me and Gina doing everything to try to get him back. It seemed like the harder we tried, the worse he gets, in a sense. And to the point where I'm about to just give up and try to get him in a nursing home or something. I just don't really know what to do. But I haven't gave up. It's just hard. And I kind of feel that, you know, some of the paranormal stuff that's been going around the house here has something to do with him just as well as us, you know, doing the ghost hunting thing. And I'll be honest with you, it's not that I'm scared. I just want to be cautious. And especially, you know, seeing the marks on Drina. And whatever's on my brother, he told me that we have to be careful because it can start affecting us as well. You know, and when he told me that, that's the first thing I thought about. You know, these marks on her, and uh, I want her to show them to you. I don't know if she feel comfortable by showing them.
I can show them to you guys. You guys can tell me. I already know what the shape. I know what the shape of them look like. I understand that. And first, let me tell you that throughout that day, we did nothing. It was Saturday. We went out fishing. We were outside majority of the day. I put some bug spray on me, just on my arms and my neck. And when we got home, you know, the sun drains all your energy. Got home, took a shower, made sure I got all the bug spray off of me. And I went to bed, passed out, woke up the next morning, and I had these marks on me. Or y'all say it ain't no love bite, ain't no little hickey or nothing like that. It's not like it's a burn. I personally think it's some type of
Me personally, there's no way it could be a burn because if she would have burned herself, she would have felt it.
But it is a burn. It's some type of burn. It's a skin burn. Is what it is. But I don't know.
Anyway, it's on the top of her breast. 2 identical marks, pretty much in the same area.
Yeah, I can show you guys this one without being all showing my boobs on TV. But this is the mark. And
that's on her left.
This is one over here, and then there is one right here as well. I don't know where those marks came from. I don't know how they got there. They were there the next morning after we woke up, and I was like, it took me by surprise. They don't hurt. They just were. It was red on the outside. I think it's still it's red around. It's red around it.
And actually, it seemed like it got a little bigger than when we first seen it. It seemed like it stretched a little bit, got a little bigger.
Yeah, it's weird, and I don't know where it came from.
It was way deformed in that. It looked more like a double head, but now it looks like the one horn is longer than the other now. So
yeah.
It's weird because we haven't get no type of videos or ghost hunting since out here out to the night. I mean, when we
went the park. Yeah.
That was the last
right
ghost hunt we did. And to me, it's just too much of a coincidence for it to be pretty much the identical markings on 2 separate parts of the body. You know what I'm saying? That's what's confusing to me. And she take it like a G. She laughs about it and everything. I looked over my body. I don't have anything because it's scary.
I just feel like, I don't know. I guess because we've been doing it for so long. Of course, you always got to be cautious when you do stuff like that. When you go out on ghost hunts, anything to do with paranormal, you have to be cautious. I've heard of people getting attacked or marked or scratched, and usually it seems like people get scratched, or if they do get burned, it's like a handprint or something like that. But I was teasing Mike when I woke up because I was like, what the heck is this? And I said, well, I must have got abducted by some aliens last night or something. I don't know. But just making a joke out of it because honestly, we don't know. Everybody, again, when it comes to paranormal, we're going to have our theories. But I'm not putting it all and being like, oh, it's just paranormal. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, it looks like a burn to me. Looks like a burn. Maybe it could have been a chemical burn. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't really have anything around me that I've never had on me before. I don't put perfume on or anything like that especially when I go to bed. So I don't know.
Yeah. my best friend ex-wife, which is the guy that I took my brother to see, is her godmother. She told me that Adrena supposed to had to call. I don't know if she did, but she told me that the the thing that's messed with my brother marked her because we are his foundation. So we keep him strong. So it's pretty much from what she said, it's pretty much gonna try to start targeting Dream. And bring confusion between us two. Because my brother had said, me and him talked about this today, which is weird, that the entity or whatever it is don't want me and Drina together. And he said, well, no, that's not what I said. I said, yes, you did, bro. I remember everything we talked about. He said, no, what I said was that you and Drina wasn't going to die apart. Something like that.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
I said, no, that's not what you said to me. You know what I'm saying? And then every time he talks, like my brother hasn't eaten. Yeah, today was the first day I got him to try to eat, which he took a bite of a Whopper and he just put it up. But he did drink his soda, which he haven't been drinking anything. And that's the only real part because from even she said everything that she told me that was happening to my brother is exactly what's going on. The thing don't want him to eat is basically want him to starve himself to death. And every time we try to feed him, he won't eat. And I asked him, well, why you won't eat? Well, it don't want me to eat. Then he says, I'm not hungry. It won't let me eat. It won't me. He always says it will not let me. You know, and I tell him he need to fight it and all that type of stuff. And the craziest part is that my brother was an apostle at one time. He knew the Bible in and out. Today, I tried to get him to read Psalms 23. He didn't even know it no more. But he did. He was able to read it. But he used to know it by heart. But he was able to read it. And I actually got him to smile after he read it. So I think that was a positive step. She told me I need to have him read that for 7 days. So that's my intentions, to hopefully try to break this curse or whatever that this girl have on him. What is he?
Oh, I don't know. I said Boricua. He's not a Boricua.
Well, I'm not sure what he is.
Yeah, he's a Mexican, like.
Yeah, he says the only thing that'll probably break this voodoo spell that she has on my brother is doing a sacrifice. And the sacrifice consists of 2 chickens. And to be honest with you, I don't know where to go at from here. I don't know what to do from here. I'm like lost for words. I catch myself hurting at 1 minute, then the next minute I'm angry. I'm just tired of going through this stuff, to be honest with you. So I really don't know. As far as doing the paranormal, I guess I'm gonna have to keep going because she want to keep going, and I'm not gonna let her do it by herself. But I really don't know what to do.
I think we're gonna keep doing it. I mean, we don't do it hardly at all. For one, it's too freaking hot outside. That's the one thing. It's way too hot outside. But 2, the places that we really want to go to are kind of distant. But so we're going to still continue to do it. I personally enjoy doing videos. I know Mike did enjoy doing videos. I think just everything that's going on around him right now is getting to him mentally. He says sometimes it's not, but of course, I can see that it definitely is. So we're just, we're still taking a break, just allowing him time, and his brother. Hopefully he gets better, and just hope you guys just keep us in your prayers, keep especially in your prayers, because he needs it right now. So I don't know. I'm gonna, go with what this man is saying, that it could possibly be voodoo. But we don't know. We really don't know. At one time I thought he just was, early dementia or Alzheimer's. If you look up like signs of, they call it, what do they call it? Which he was showing signs of, and I thought, okay, well maybe that's what it is.
When he was leaving late at
night. Yeah. I forgot the name of it, but it's like early signs of Alzheimer's.
Because he used to leave late at night. Well, he did it twice. Hey, Uncle, let me call you back in about an hour or so. I'm doing something right now. All right.
But yeah.
He and one time, and see, this is why I felt it wasn't what she was saying it is, because
I don't mean to cut you off, but the word I was looking for is sundowning. They say, and usually it happens in older people, but his brother is only 59.
55. This is on his birthday. 55.
Oh, he's 55? I thought he was 59.
No, me and him a year and some months.
Oh, wow. So he's only 55. But to see him, you would think he's a lot older than that. But so.
Yeah. And I know the guy, I know he is
what? Oh, that's that egg stuff all over your phone.
Oh yeah. I know for a fact that he's legit, man, because he just know too much about what's going on in previous things that done happened.
Deb said, do y'all have any protective crystals or blessed items for protection? Yeah, we do. We have the holy oil, we have crystals, we have the stones, which is like sage. We also have.
I don't mean to cut y'all, but the weird part about all of this, right? He let me put holy oil on it. He let me, what was that stuff with the wood?
Palo Santos.
Yeah, he let me,
which is like sage.
Palo Santos. He let me do everything to him without fighting. He
Thank you, Michelle.
No,
man, that's why I don't think it's I don't think it's something paranormal. I don't think it's paranormal at all. Maybe it's some type of hex or voodoo or something, but I don't know. I just keep saying only time can tell. We've blessed him. We've blessed the house. Wear crystals. He gave him some crystal stones to wear, and he said they went missing. Did you ask him about it?
I didn't ask him about it, but he had them on the day he went to the hospital. So I think they must have took it off to do a CAT scan or something. Yeah.
So I don't know.
But I could say this tonight. And the craziest part, he won't take his medication. Mm-hmm. But tonight is after he did the prayer, he's in there asleep. So usually he'd be up and he'll sleep, then he'll be up. He don't get a whole lot of sleep, but he's in there sleeping now, which is good. So hopefully him reading the Psalms 23 helped.
I mean, even Mike did something, I don't know, you saw online, you said.
There was a cleansing with vinegar and salt.
Cleansing thing he just did today. Yeah. David said he fell out the bed. I hope you're okay, David. Said he fell out the bed and knocked this lamp over.
Oh, wow.
He laughed about it, so I'm assuming he's okay. Yeah, he said, man, he told CG, I'm okay. All right. So this ain't gonna be a whole downer video. This whole video, we gotta bring up the energy.
Mhm.
Gotta warm them up. Warm them up so you bring up the energy. All right, guys. I will check her out with Love and Use. What's her name again? Let me see. I'm gonna look her up right now just to check out her channel. Supreme. Check out her channel. But you know, I try to be a logical thinker when it comes to paranormal, and I think I've always been the one to like try to debunk stuff. I feel like fast, right? Do you think that? I know I used to.
I personally think you just don't think.
Oh,
She tried to.
I just don't think.
No, I'm explaining to you what I mean by that.
Excuse me.
She the type of person. How can I put it? She always think that everything's fixed, and she always try to look at it as being an easy, simple fix. Oh well, we can do this and it's done. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that unfortunately that's a downfall on me because like that's my job. I fix stuff.
No.
I fix. That's my job.
No. She fix it, but don't get to the root cause of what caused it.
Tammy, I do know Tammy. Okay.
She don't get to the root cause of what caused it. You know what I mean? She don't want to face what caused the problem in the first place.
What I was going to say was I was going to say as far as like paranormal, I don't jump to things thinking things or everything is paranormal all the time. I try to think of like the logical things, like the thing on my skin. Exactly, I feel like that could possibly be some type of chemical burn. Maybe something that I touched before I went to bed got on me because if you sandwich it together, it makes the same.
Okay, I'm ask you this question.
And I always sleep on my side.
I'm ask you this question. What do you have in this house that will burn you like that?
There's metals that could do that. There's
now if a piece of metal object would have burnt you, you wouldn't have felt that.
I don't know.
To cause those marks on you, a piece of object would have burnt you in your sleep. You wouldn't have felt that?
Right. Come on. I don't
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Thank you. Thank you, Joyful Steffi. Hey, Jen. But yeah, we've prayed, we've said prayers, we went in his brother's room, we held hands, we said a prayer. I even read a verse out of the Bible. Like we've been doing a lot of extra, I believe. So
you see, and I think that's a lot of problems, especially when it comes down to the medical aspect of our lives. Just like she think everything ain't paranormal.
Yeah.
Just like she think everything ain't paranormal. Me, I don't think everything is a sickness.
Right.
Because paranormal can cause those types of things that they think make you sick. Mm-hmm. That you know what I'm saying? So it's you got to look at it from both points of view. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go to the hospital, for example, and they can't figure out what's wrong with you, you know what I mean? Like my brother, for example, it's just that what else could it be? He done talk to psychologists.
Right.
They still say ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is that he don't really say stuff that's the only thing that he says is stupid is he'll say, there's a pink polka dot elephant up under my chair. The only reason you know that is because I'm telling you, but it's a lie. That's what he'll say. You see what I'm saying? That's pretty much the only thing that he says off the wall. That's stupid. But if like him and me or him and whoever, you know, is talking and having a conversation, he would say that is a vision because you and him is talking. You know what I mean? That's pretty much that he says. You know, or if you ask him about eating, he'll say, well, he don't want me to eat. He won't let me eat. You know what I'm saying? But it will let him eat candy. So that's kind of weird. I don't know.
It.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. It's it is what we're trying to figure out. What is it that he always says is telling
but
him?
If you ask him the name, what name would he say?
Yahshua.
He would say Yahshua.
Which is Jesus.
Right. Yes, it's another name for Jesus. You know, but I tell him, why would Jesus want you to hurt yourself as far as not eating?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Not
and not drinking water or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
He just
said he told me today
that he told him.
Well, he said two things today. Today, he said that he's doing this for it wouldn't hurt us. That's what he told me today. And then I think he was just saying something out of his head because he said he wanted to kill himself. He wanted to die. Well, that's what he said, he wanted to die. He didn't say he wanted to kill himself. He said, I wanted to die. And I think that's what he could have said to the people in the hospital, and that's why they wavered. Because he never said he wanted to unalive himself. He never said that to us, but he always said he tired of fighting. He want to go. He want to die. And that's what I believe he said to them when they gave him. I don't think he said he killed himself. I just hate to, wake up one morning and go in there and he's deceased.
Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully he'll snap out of it and start eating again and doing what he's supposed to be doing.
That's my main thing. My main concern is him not eating.
Yeah, because he's losing a lot of weight. He's already thin.
Yeah, and that's what I was explaining to him today. I say, if somebody come to this house and see him, the way he is, they would think me being a neglect.
We're starving him to death.
Right, but the only thing that is in our favor is about how many times he done went to the hospital, and he don't even eat when he go to the hospital. But every now and then he don't eat much. I don't.
She said Nottoway Plantation and Sinners. Oh, the movie Sinners. Thank you, Michelle. She said you guys are going to be okay. Appreciate that. But yeah, with love, I may reach out to her. I've seen her quite a few times. She used to be on TikTok. I haven't seen her on TikTok in a while, but I don't get on there like I used to. With love says, does he drink? Maybe get him to drink like shakes. Well, the problem with that, it goes straight through him.
Yeah, he goes straight through him. But yeah, today I was happy to even see him drink. He had went by Burger King, and he did try to eat. He took a bite of a Whopper, but he did drink all of his drink, and he drank more water after that. But what I did, right, when we first went to the spirit guy, I forgot his name, but when we first went to him, he said that he needed to cut all ties with the person that he said, put the curse on, right? But he didn't. He studied it, communicated with him, sent him money and doing whatever he was doing. So today, I snuck and I deleted. I better not say this too loud. I deleted the numbers out of his phone, so he can't communicate. But I sure enough hope they're watching our Facebook. I mean, our YouTube. But yeah, I deleted it. I deleted the numbers. So hopefully that could be a start of something. Because he drunk, he tried to eat, and he drunk. He always soda, and he drank water after that.
But that was the first thing. Our friend, our friend of the guy who does the healing, she's also in practice to become a healer. But she said before even Mike told her, she was like, he didn't listen to what my what is their stepfather, godfather, godfather.
Yeah.
He didn't listen to what he told him to do, saying that he didn't listen to the warnings to heed, stop communication with the lady and her daughter. He continued to do it, and that's what the guy asked him to not do. And he said if he didn't, it would continue and it would get worse over time. So,
but it got worse because she put the voodoo on. Because first she just had a curse, but he said this time whatever she did, she went to the graveyard, and that's why where he's at now.
Mm-hmm. Uma says schizophrenia is a mental illness that has a number of symptoms, including disorganized thinking and speech, hallucinations, hearing or seeing things that are not there. I am that guy. Michelle said, "You're welcome. You guys, prayers go out to you, Drina and Mike. Thank you again." Michelle with love says, "I would definitely look into her because, being honest, I got called to click on your live very strongly." Okay. So are you a sensitive with love? Love you too. Keep up the fun work. Thank you so much, Sean. Appreciate it. She Spin says, use reflection prayer as God and the angels to send back any negative thoughts, actions to the sender. Let them receive the evil they send, then fold in God's name.
Yeah, that's what I try to do today. When I had him with the vinegar and salt and doing the prayer, that's supposed to be reverse everything and send it back to the sender.
So we'll just continue to do it until we see progress. I think that's the best thing to do. We can't just do it once because clearly, like Mike said, the guy told him that whatever she has on him, if this is the case, it's really strong. So we'll just have to be adamant about it, stay on it, consistent. David said, I'm really sad. Good night, Drina, Mike, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, David. Thank you for joining the live. Drina, our Father prayer and the Bible verses. Yeah. Anoint his pillow in bed and pray Jesus is above all curses. Continue to pray together. Yeah, we will. We will. Thank you, Michelle. She's finished. She probably has an insurance policy on him.
Well, actually,
that's another thing.
The guy said that she wanted him dead, and that the daughter is actually one of the beneficiaries on his insurance policy, and it's not his daughter. Supposedly, some type of way, he supposedly had to end up adopting her, putting her as his child. And we was trying to figure that out today on how could he have done that without going to the courts. He claimed he just did it in the hospital, but the only way you could do that if it was a newborn.
Right.
So I don't know how he claimed to do it, but she also gets a check from his Social Security, and we were just trying to figure out how could he do all that? How could she have done it?
She's been says if he signed that birth certificate, she is legally his child.
Right, but see, that's the thing about it. He didn't. We trying to figure out how could he have done it, because she wasn't a newborn.
When they met,
when they got together, no,
yeah, she wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. She was, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say she was like 3 years old. When they met, you know what I'm saying. So how could he have been added to the birth certificate?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's just mistaken what.
Because he said that he did it in the hospital.
It's not. They weren't married. They were engaged. They were engaged, and then they broke up. So. She's says if the mother didn't put a father on the birth certificate, there are forms to add the father's info. She could have slipped it to him. Yeah, she wasn't there when her daughter was born.
Yeah,
his brother wasn't around.
Right. The baby.
She was a couple years old when they got together, so she wasn't a newborn or anything like that. She was about 2 or 3 when they started dating, and so he fell in love with the little girl and claimed her as his. Verbally, he would always say that was his daughter. I don't know if there had to been some type of documentation for him to claim her on his for her to get his part of his benefits. Oh, she said later mother could have slipped the form and got his signature on
it. From what I'm reading here in the state of Florida, it's got to be position. The parents are both
court order thing.
Yeah, it says a parental acknowledgement form is completed by both parents, or a court order is obtained if the parents is not married. The form and the court order are then submitted to the Florida. So it's got to be submitted to the Florida Department of Health, but it's got to be through the courts. It says the forms and court order are then submitted to the Florida Department of Health.
Did he legally adopt her?
He said he never did nothing to the courts.
He never went to court.
No, he said he did it in the hospital.
He never went to court. Something to do with the hospital, supposedly. So I think the only way we find out is if you get I don't know, talk to her directly or.
Yeah, it says.
Love says after you can sign a birth certificate at any age.
Yeah, it says it. You have to fill out a DH-743A form, which is then provided to the circuits of court. Then applied for. Well, that says something about a marriage license. Then apply for through their marriage license, but they was never married.
No, we're talking about his brother Michelle. We're not talking about Joe.
Yeah, either way it goes, it still have to go through the court. And he said they never went to court. They did it at the hospital, which the baby was already 2 to 3 years old before they even got together, before he even met her.
With Love said, my son's dad was in jail when he was born and he signed when he was released. My son was 4 years old.
What state are you in, though? See, I'm reading the Florida law.
She says he didn't, but she did. You need to, he probably didn't, but she probably, that's what I was thinking too. You need to go through social services or search the court for a copy of the birth certificate and see if his name is on it. Did she have your last name?
No, I don't know. I haven't seen no paperwork in there with her name on.
And CG says you can get a copy of anyone's birth certificate. Really?
How?
That's public record? Oh, I guess it would be. It doesn't have like personal information on it. With love says she's in Pennsylvania, or he's, I'm assuming she, sorry. He said, Google. Let's say Google. Well, that's the one good thing about me. I am a PI. I'm a private investigator, so I'm gonna find this out. Okay, we're gonna figure it out. We'll figure it out and get there and do all that. She's been says to get Social Security benefits, she has to prove he's the father.
Well, that's. I know for a fact that when he was married, his stepkids was able to get some from his benefits, and they wasn't his biological kid. So I don't think you have to prove that. Maybe you have to.
Yeah, she's been says she has to have a birth certificate or a court order about parentage to get Social Security benefits for a child. Something. The CG said contact vital records and you can do it over the phone. It costs $15. Michelle said she's in Oregon. Hey, Angela. Not much. We've just been chatting it up, trying to get some opinions on some things that's been going on. And yeah, that's it. We haven't really started the Nottoway Plantation talk yet.
Go ahead and start that.
She's been says I had to use my daughter's birth certificate and her dad's death certificate to get SS benefits for her. But his signature was already signed on the certificate. I think I want to say Tamara had mentioned that before a long time ago. Something about him adopting her.
Yeah, but that was from what he said. It's not.
It was just a hearsay thing.
Yeah, I think it's hearsay because he told me that too. I don't know.
Will do. I have like maybe 3 or maybe 4 videos, maybe that I could post. So I've just been lazy. I haven't been lazy. I just get tired earlier now because Mike's turned into an old man, so we go to bed early, and then so I don't feel like editing after my day is over. After my day is over, and then he gets jealous because I'm on my phone. So he's like, "Get off your phone. Your phone gets more attention than I do." So I gotta try to balance, and he's winning right now. The phone is
trying to change. I told her I was gonna find another girlfriend. She won't stop.
I told him, "Good luck." Because
I'm a man. I want attention.
These women.
And she should be happy that I give her attention.
These young women out here don't want nothing but somebody to pay their bills. I said, get my nails, my hair done, and pay my bills, pay my light bill, put some groceries in my house.
But you know what? She might get that man attention to get that done.
Bet she won't about getting benefits because she'll be in the club every weekend, beating you to the club.
She'll be there.
You don't like that. But Love says, now I don't know about getting benefits, but he would have to be on something for that to happen. Yeah, definitely. Should come here and visit. We want to come visit some other places. We might. I mean, in due time. I'm going to say in due time.
When we get the money,
we're gonna Start
And we
going
start making them
around and
millions.
doing some other stuff here and there. I really wanted to even go to the place here, but the lady is so hard to contact, and then she's limited hours. I just now kind of wish we didn't even hear about the place because it gave us something to look forward to, and now we can't really get in touch with her to actually do it, to follow through with it. She's says he has signed something claiming her as his daughter or claiming her on taxes, some for the other kids if he claimed them as dependents with taxes. That's considered proof as well.
I don't know how they did it, but I'm gonna find out.
Oh, right. Oh, the other kids have their dad. That's right. They have the same father.
Who?
The older ones.
Who?
The
What are you
older,
talking about?
the older kids, her older kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. You were talking about them.
Yeah.
They were her.
Yeah. He's not trying to put everybody's business on it. All right, guys. So we're going to start talking about the Nottoway Plantation. I'm trying to figure out, is it actual paranormal, or was it just a coincidence that all these things are happening there? Angela said, Drina gonna get Mike's money. I'm trying. He won't pay me.
What you want? Money. I need to get her money. He taking care of me.
I will let you know, Michelle.
I'm a gigolo.
Oh, for real?
Yo.
All right. But I always wanted a gigolo.
You know what a gigolo is?
Mm-hmm.
Is that good? You gotta pay for it.
So I'm gonna see if my computer today. Hopefully she will. Let's see. She was just doing something there. Because see how it's buffering. I'm trying to let it buffer so it'll play.
All I gotta do is see how it done buffered and I go back.
That's what I was trying to do. But I wanted to get to the point where
so you should have had all this done before you got
it's already up. I just
no, I'm talking about it should have played it, but been unbuffered already. Now it should have played straight, see? So if you would let it buffer already before you went live, it would have played straight through.
Well, this is the part I wanted to show you guys anyways, because I didn't see this part. I didn't see this part when I first looked at it. We jumped way down again.
Mm-hmm.
She says my grandma had small mirrors that faced the outside above her front door and back door.
Do something real quick for me. So let me do that stuff. When she mentioned that.
So what is that supposed to do? She spends Annabelle doll tour. I did hear about that, and that was another question. I was like, did Annabelle actually have something to do with it? Like, I haven't had an opportunity to actually sit down and read a real article. I'm just going off of like other people's opinions on it that I've seen other little short videos about it. And one guy did say, he did mention that they didn't know the reason for the fire. Why did the fire actually start? Nobody really knows the reason why. I don't think they should have been using the place for a wedding venue. I don't think that's a proper way of using an old plantation like that. To tell the story of people who lost their lives there, to keep it a museum or even just to keep it closed, just out of respect. Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to get that video to play when it fell and it left off. And I was gonna respond to you and I kept getting interrupted tonight, so I wasn't able to respond. Okay, it keeps negative things out. Makes sense. Keeps negative things out. But this one right here, I want to show you guys real quick. I was like, hold up. I never saw see if I can get the full screen. I never saw this shadow person right there walk through the door. And Miss CG had told me about it earlier, and I was like, wait, what? There was somebody inside the actual building, and they said this happened like while the fire had just been put out. So it was like there was no firefighters or nothing supposedly inside the house. This was just an actual person, shadow, someone walking by the door. It gave me chills the first time I saw it. My computer's gonna be stupid tonight, so I'm not gonna be able to share too many videos. But I just thought it was interesting, and the more stuff that kept coming out about it seemed to make it even more interesting. Like, I guess there's a possibility for anything. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, there's a possibility for anything. Miss CG had shared the video with me earlier, and since it's not going to play, I'm just going to show the images that I saw because I did take pictures, luckily. But those pictures, let's see what's going on here. I can share the picture of what I saw. It looked like somebody had jumped off the second floor onto the ground. And then she told me later it actually looks like that person got up and ran off. And I can't share the actual video. I think I'm going to try and put these videos again together and make a collab with them, and just make one big video out of them all. Yes, that was crazy though. When I first saw that, mm. So this was the image. It's an actual video when they're putting the fire out, and I was playing the video and I noticed off here to the right of the house. I'm like, what is this? I noticed there's people standing, kind of observing the fire. The firefighters are standing back. But these people here, to me, just don't seem like they are supposed to be there. Maybe I'm trying to look into it a little too much. But I saw one, two, and if you look closely, oh, you look closely, you can see like a glimpse of somebody else here. It almost looks like a ghostly like image right here. This, and it could just be because of the background, but even this person, they look like they have on a coat or some type of dress or something. I don't know. I'm just like, who are the people in the background? Who are they? Why are they there? Are they supposed to be there? Are they supposed to be there? I don't know. So I don't know. And that was really the only, well, I had a couple more other videos, but like I said, tonight my computer is being stupid, so I can't really share those with you. But I just thought those were interesting when I saw them. It says my house is haunted, but when I go to the hospital, they're diagnosed me schizophrenia. I just took it because pills help. Oh wow. I'm sorry to hear that, Oma. That's they make you sleep. Wow. The CG says it was a spirit that jumped from the balcony and took off to the left. Those are shadows. She says they wouldn't let anyone stand that close to an active fire like that, as it could be a crime scene. Right. And it just looks like regular bystanders. That's why I was like, this doesn't make sense. Like who's in the background. And what's wrong?
I forgot to do what I told me to do. I thought this was I don't know if this is right.
Yeah, so I don't know. And see, going back to what Uma said, that's what we think with his brother as well, you know. And a lot of, when it comes down to a lot of mental patients, unfortunately, they get looked past as like, you know, it's more of a mental illness that you have instead of, is there a possibility that it could be paranormal? But for them to look into it as like the science, the medical science behind it, it's got to be, it has to be a mental problem. It can't be something else. And you know, they're closed-minded about it, so they're going to throw you on pills because they're going to get paid anyways. And they're going to either put you in a facility or continue just to keep treating you with pills that does nothing but help you sleep. Zoe says, I believe most schizophrenia is spiritual voices. I have a saying, what's the difference between schizophrenia and mediums? Mediums believe in ghosts. I've heard a lot of people say, like mediums or people who say they can hear spirits, that they don't really share that with too many people because people will think that they're crazy and they don't want people to think that they're either they're schizophrenic. So I don't know. It's like, I honestly don't know. I don't know. It does make you wonder though. Like I did, we did the interview with Mike's niece, and she was telling me about a case, an incident. We did not share this on camera because, for one, I don't know the person's name, but it was a patient at the mental hospital. And just some of the things that she was saying, she even said it made the doctor question what they were dealing with was not worldly. It was something that was more paranormal that was going on with this lady, like not like paranormal, but maybe like a possession type of thing than actually her mental that made her act the way she carried out and enacted. So there are cases where a lot of times it makes you double think about what's really going on with that person. With his brother, I think a lot. I double think about it a lot of times. You know, some things he says, I'm like, okay, he's in his right frame of mind. But then other things he says, it's like it does make you think. Like, is he seeing something or seeing someone that we can't see, and that's trying to communicate with him, that maybe is trying to trick him mentally, making him think that he's talking to Jesus and it's not Jesus, you know, like the devil is a trickster. The devil likes to play mind games. So Joe says it took me 3 years to prove I wasn't crazy. It wasn't easy. How did you finally prove that you weren't crazy? Oh, we will, Michelle. Thank you. I'm just interested to know. That's one of his brother's main things. Is like he feels like everybody thinks he's crazy. That's what he always says. We don't call him crazy at all. Never have called him crazy. We try to figure out just what's going on with him, and we let him know that's all. That's all we're trying to do is figure out what's going on with you.
He the only one calls himself.
He calls himself crazy.
But nobody else calls him crazy.
But
I tell him he's doing crazy things.
Right.
But I never call him crazy.
Right. So I don't know. But I feel like this live is all over the place. It's not really where I wanted to take it at tonight. Like I wanted to do the Nottoway thing. I didn't have time to really prep. I wanted to talk a little bit more about it and do a little bit more research so I could really get into it. And I didn't have time. And my bedtime is coming up. I'm getting tired. So I joined a Facebook grieving loss group, explained my situation, and asked everyone to send me a 30-second video audio recording, not telling me anything else. At the end of it, all I told them, all who they lost, when they died, and their names. So I asked Zoe, because she said that it took 3 years for her to prove that she wasn't crazy because people always thought she was crazy. And I asked her, well, how did she prove that? She said she joined a Facebook grieving loss group, explained her situation, and asked everyone to send her a 30-second video or audio recording, not telling her anything else. At the end of it all, I told them all who they lost, when they died, and their names. That's when I knew. That's when they knew I wasn't crazy. Uma says there are some spirits, some are not in peace. I believe that. Yeah. Yeah, I believe that as well. It's a mixture of groups like regular humans. Some aren't at peace, some are confused, some are upset and angry still. Some are just lost. So, which one are you? Right. I don't think any of us know right now. But guys, I am going to end this live because I am getting tired. I'm gonna get some videos out for you guys this week and edit. Just say some prayers for us, please. Say a prayer for us. If y'all have any suggestions on my marks, let me know what you think they could possibly be. Mike doesn't know. I honestly don't know. Again, I'm going to show you guys this mark. We're going to do an update. You can see that mark. We're going to do an update. Oh, it's a stretch mark. That's just my stretch marks. But yeah, I have a mark here, and I woke up with a mark here, and I have the same mark here, and I don't know what it's from. I woke up in the morning, and they were there. So,
and the weird part, they're pretty much identical.
I didn't have on a necklace.
She barely wears it.
Yeah, I'm one to take off my jewelry when I go to bed. I don't wear things all the time like that. Thank you, Michelle. She says she really cares about you guys. I really want you to know that there's a lot out here that don't know about that we need to find out. There's mysteries. Definitely. Zoe, I don't know what happened. I went to bed, I woke up, and I had those marks on me when I woke up. So just definitely, yep. Send positive energy. We're gonna sage. We got some Palo Santos. We got some other suggestions. We have prayer works. And we're just going to keep on praying. Thank you for the new subscribe with love. We appreciate that. I might reach out to Tammy and talk to her. Like I said, I've seen her quite a few times on TikTok. So, oh, it'll be up, Zoe. So you can go back, listen to it, and watch it. They're not scratches. They're more like burns, Deb.
They're not scratches at
It's
all.
not. It's not a bruise. It's more like a burn. Even on the edge of it, it's like red, kind of like.
But it don't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. There's no pain,
hurt.
no hurt. So I don't know what it is. Just weird. Miss CG says, I feel sad for my friend Mike. You look so sad. I'm praying for you, all of you. Definitely keep Mike and his brother in your prayers. His brother really needs it right now. It is really weighing hard on Mike. As strong as he's trying to be, it's weighing hard on him. So, yeah, right now it's just trying times. Trying times. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Joyful Steffi. Thank you, Deb. Thank y'all all for joining our live. We love y'all, and we appreciate all y'all support so much. So we will see y'all next time, guys. Y'all have a blessed night, everybody.
Thank you guys so much. Please pray for us. Thank you guys.
All right, guys. Y'all have a blessed night.